Hey guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do our tips for round 14. Another week of split rounds, which we love so much.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll just get stuck into them. Adelaide and North Melbourne at Adelaide Oval. I think Adelaide, they must have had the bye, and North fell a little bit short against the Hawks. Probably should have won.
They probably should, but again, they've sort of failed another test against a quality side, and they've got another test against the Crows. But yeah, I think it'll be too tough over there. Really tough assignment. I've tipped the Crows by 22 points here, mate.
Cool. I'm going with Adelaide by 25 points. I can't remember the last time North beat them in Adelaide. I think even in their 2007 days where they were top four, I don't think they even beat them there. They got beaten comprehensively, so I can't remember the last time they won there.
That's right. You like the history, mate. I'll trust you.
Thanks. Collingwood and Fremantle at the MCG. And the Pies struggling. Dockers 3 in a row.
I've gone Collingwood by 17 points here, mate.
Oh, he's confident.
Not really confident, but it's a little 3-goal buffer. The Dockers haven't beaten too much, I don't think, and they're looking okay, but I still think travelling over the G, the Pies should surely, be good enough to beat the Dockers. I mean, they're full of youngsters, and yeah, if Clokey comes back, or they can work out that forward line setup, just maybe, but not exactly a blockbuster here.
We're by 4 points to mine, mate.
Ooh.
So you don't think Port Adelaide are any good at all?
No, I think Port are good. Yeah, but I don't think they're great.
Are Port better than Collingwood?
Just.
Oh, well, cool. Yeah, I think the Dockers have been in great form lately, and that's basically the only reason I'm tipping them, and Collingwood haven't been in great form, so could go either way. This one's a bit of a flip of the coin, hence the small margin, 4 points. So I reckon the Dockers will be too good, too youthful. Richmond and the Brisbane Lions at the MCG, and Richmond had the bye, and Brisbane, they got done by the Eagles pretty easily in the end, and face the challenge here.
I've tipped the Tigers by 59 points, mate. I think it's the sort of games all things will be rolling forward.
59?
Yeah. I don't expect the Lions to show too much for any more than a quarter or so, and it's the sort of match that Richmond seem to be able to cash in on sometimes on their home deck against quality or weak opposition.
Yeah.
I think they'll cash in.
Sweet, mate. I'll go with the Tigers by 19 points. I think the Lions will show a little bit, and again, it's been a long time since Brisbane have beaten Richmond, and they're about as bad as they've been for years. So
yeah,
very, very tough seeing them getting up there. GWS and Carlton at Spotless. That'll be a tough one.
I've tipped the Giants by 52 points, mate.
For Carlton.
Yeah, for Carlton.
Yeah, it'll be tough for Carlton.
It will. I mean, the Blues are probably one of the best stories of the year. They've shown a lot of improvement, but perhaps slowing down a touch at the moment. But they'll hopefully be fresh off the bye, you'd like to think. But even so, it's now one of the toughest tasks in the game to go up and beat the Giants there.
Yep.
I don't think they will.
Probably the toughest trip at the moment. No one can get anywhere near them. GWS by 48 points. Be very tough for Carlton. They've been shown a lot of promise. They've been really good, but the Giants are their home deck. They've beaten the reigning premiers there by a lot. They haven't lost there yet. They haven't lost in their state so far.
Yeah, that's a good record.
Yeah, their home games, I should say, because they've lost to Sydney once. But they've won all their home games. St Kilda and Geelong at Etihad Stadium, and the Cats in fine form at the moment, unexpectedly. And the Saints had a bit of a bye, but have just been struggling a little bit lately, and you reckon a bit of scrutiny should be put on them?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. They get away with a little bit, I think, but it depends what St Kilda show up, really. I mean, Geelong have shown that they can be slightly up and down, but we've obviously been more up and down because we're in the top two. But the Saints, more than most clubs, have probably been a real roller coaster. So if they don't turn up and we produce anything like we have the last 2 weeks, this could go 10, 11, 12 goals plus. But I've tipped them by 39 points, the Cats. So
39.
Yeah, I think comfortable win. But the Saints' pace can worry us at times, and we maybe take this one slightly easier after quite a few
really tough
big weeks we've been up for. Looking forward to the bye. So I think just a comfortable win.
I 100% agree with you, mate, because I've tipped them by 40 points Geelong, so pretty nice close one there. Yeah, again, I think when we go up against lesser opposition, we tend to take it a little bit easier, and this game's no cat in the bag yet. Just sort of wait till see how we go on the night and how we show up in the first 10 or 15 minutes is a good guide.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you said, mate, the pace of the Saints can be a bit of a concern when they're transitioning. That's one thing. We're not a quick side. So, yeah, we'll have our challenges and they'll be competitive at times. And I hope we can come out with the 4 points, mate.
100%.
First time I've tipped them in about a month.
Yeah, it really is, mate. Dodgy bloke.
And every time I haven't tipped us for one, so hopefully that's no bad thing against me. Hawthorn and Gold Coast at Aurora Stadium. Hawthorn are just getting the job done in their own merry way.
Yeah.
Doing what they need to do. And Gold Coast had the bye this week, mate. What happened?
They did have the bye. They did.
All right, cool. So, yeah, they're facing a fresh Gold Coast side at Tasmania. Nice and cold. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, talking about fortresses, the Giants, well, this one for Hawthorn is exactly that as well. Down there in Tassie, very hard to get a win there. I know the Saints pushed them that, but over the course of the journey, they've been dominant. I've tipped the Hawks by 61 points. I think they'll be far too strong, and never has a side that's come off 3 flags and is in the top 4 been so, well, not talked about at all. I mean, as flag favourites. I mean, you get the odd person who goes, we can't discount Hawthorn. But it's unbelievable listening to the radio and things. It's almost like it's too obvious to say Hawthorn sometimes. So they go Geelong, Sydney, the Giants, North, the Dogs. The Hawks are a top 2 chance. So.
Yeah, they pretty much are.
Just a little yarn for me.
It's nice, mate. Hawthorn by 65 points. They generally get the job done pretty comfortably over at Aurora, and Gold Coast haven't been too flashy lately. So they'll have their work cut out for sure. But no, I agree with you there, mate. I still think it's their premiership. I don't know how they've not talked about much, but yeah, they're getting no attention at all, and that's exactly the way they like it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll be liking it.
They'll be the sleeping giants of the competition and challenge once again. So those are our tips for round 14. Feel free to comment your tips and chuck them in there. Feel free to share the videos around, like it as well. And don't forget to subscribe as well. It'd be fantastic. And we'll see you guys on the next video.